Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Welcome back to the
hey.
StarCraft Remastered launch. We have Artosis versus G5.
That's right.
Or G5, or however you say his name. And I think this is going to be pretty fun. G5 is definitely a creative, crazy player.
But
really bending the rules of Protoss.
He's actually one of the
Artosis is the best Hearthstone player of all time.
I know.
So this is going to be a fantastic
The way
match.
he won the first Hearthstone World Championship with a deck that ran 2 Lay-on hands and a whole bunch of auto-included Paladin cards. It was really amazing.
Do we have any more water here? Can I steal another water bottle?
You didn't earn the water.
I'm really dehydrated from. Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you. And is there any chance I could get a water?
Can you open this for me, Legionnaire?
Oh yeah, Nick can't open.
This is the best part. Now that I'm handicapped, everybody's got to help me. Thank you.
No, Nick asked me.
Can you pour it into my mouth for me? Oh, sorry. It's good. Build up a lot of knots.
Oh, thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
Good.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Oh, this is really good.
Wow. See, I can't open these ever because like the cap is like so thin.
Do you want me to help?
Yeah.
No, it's okay because this is my technique. Is you just bite it.
Get your fan fiction pencils out, boys.
My technique
is it a water bottle or
just bite it?
This next match, by the way, warms my heart. We used to do big practice groups a lot of the time, and this is before anyone would stream. We'd all be on Ventrilo, which is, I think, a dead company by now. And this was...
So the CEO of Ventrilo watching, he's like,
hey. Well, no, we're not.
There's dozens of us. This is the match.
Servers.
This is how we ended it every night, was everyone's salty as hell. It's like we're all tired.
Really?
Oh, yeah, we got mad at each other all the time. And then
there was a lot of fighting in the media.
Who's going to play?
Ventrilo.
All right, Dan, I'll play. He's like, okay. And who's going to play? And G5 would be like, I'll play. And we'd be like, and we'd get excited. They yell at each other a whole lot. And what the best part about this was the nicest guy of our group and one of the nicest people on planet Earth is Machine. And Machine,
like a sincere sweetheart. Like if
actually the nicest.
You
person.
could
the actual.
If you punched Machine and said I deliberately punched you, within 5 minutes he'd be like, I'm sorry about all that happened.
But Machine, probably in contact with us, learned to be evil. And one time, G5 was staying at his house, and maybe Machine later can clarify the exact whereabouts of this, but he found out that G5 got a little bit confused on spelling hot dog at one point in time. So G5 was just like laying into it. It was either Bryce or it was Dan, and Machine never BMs anyone. Just types in or just says in the chat like, "Hey Eric, how do you spell hot dog?" And it was the most immediate, like, F you off the stream I've ever seen in my life. It was like, off. And we were like, what was that? And he's like, he doesn't like the word hot dog. That's it, man. That's the whole thing. So when Eric comes off, ask him about hot dog.
Well, got to ask him about hot dog. First question. You just got out of the match. You've just gone 2-0. And
hot dog. How do you spell hot dog?
Ask him how. You've just gone 2-0 against Artosis in some of the most one-sided matches of this for-fun event yet. I mean,
Dan with 8K in the bank. Shocking results here.
Really incredible. I mean, he was saving up for Game 2 all of Game 1.
It's funny, yeah. Dan always saved his money, man. And then in real life, he saves his money, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, see, if you're Zerg, anytime I would have bad macro, saving for ultras. That's what it was.
That's what you do. And if you're Protoss, you're like, I'm going carriers.
Yeah. But if
you're fine. You're like, I don't know what I'm doing. You just make 3 Stargates.
But like, if you're Terran, like your buildings with add-ons are harder than Tetris pieces to arrange in that limited amount of space. You're actually just stuck with 6 factories.
Yeah, when you're making your depots, the SCVs can block the other SCV from making a depot.
It's brutal. Actually, I will say that is a really important skill to have as Terran because your buildings are so big.
To have good RNG with SCVs? Because you're right. Because you're absolutely right.
Base planning. Just trying to make sure that you, in advance, know where your academies and your armories and all your supply depots go. You have all these buildings that are going to have add-ons.
To your point, Sean, what was that space tile map that had, purposely, the very tiny main base? You actually couldn't build that.
What was that?
That was the first and
remember?
5th map that July Zerg played against Goodfriend in their OSL finals. I know.
Is that the one
I know
where
exactly.
the anytime one and the no.
Yeah, no. Anytime did
Forte.
Neo Forte. That's what it was. Neo Forte.
That was fun. I like that.
Yeah, it forced you to actually build outside of your main base because you would literally run out of room. Like all the races would run out of room.
It's kind of indicative of a funny thing about Brood War, though, because it didn't get patched. It wasn't being updated. We didn't get new units other than Brood War itself. So the balance and the change in the game was through maps. And like a map like Neo Forte, it was playing with the idea of just like you have your base design layout. Now it's mixed up. And it was mostly kind of throwing Protoss and Terran for a loop. Obviously, Zerg didn't care that much, but it made you play different as well.
Yeah, or they had this one map.
Don't you dare say it didn't throw us for a loop. We were like, oh, thank God, a map that isn't trying to ruin us every time. It would always be like, well, what if there's
Is there gas in the natural?
Well, you guys also had 815. Remember that map? The one where you could only fit small units down the ramp?
I like that one.
Oh, yeah, you were a Zerg player. You definitely liked that one.
I did too. What? Definitely. It was so hard for me to play on that map.
As long as Lings can fit down there, I'm good to go.
Yeah, it's fine.
Lings and drones.
Yeah. Wait, no. Did the drone fit down the ramp on that?
Yeah. Drone.
Oh, okay. I for some reason thought they were
workers.
Fatter.
Yeah. So I just want you to understand the maps that we're talking about. Neo Forte was a map where you had a main base, and most of the time, the main base is the starting area that has one ramp as an entrance, and so that's your main. We can even use underquotes.
Oh, I re-broke my hand.
Yeah, no.
You're both for that, aren't you? You got the two.
Yeah.
You're like, Indominus Patre. You can do two things. You can bless someone, or you can be like, I'll have two of those. They're like, how many you want, Nick? He's
2 seconds.
Like, I want three. This one, too. And they're like,
give me threes.
Three. Sir, you're hiding your fingers. I can't see what you want.
Why don't you use your other hand? He's like, this is my pointing hand. I can't.
But so Neo Forte was a map that had a small main base. Was really hard to.
Let's never let Sean talk about Neo Forte. What if we just keep interrupting him?
815 was a map where you had a main base with an entrance that only main base where you could only fit basic units and workers down. Like, that was it. Like, if you built a tank, it couldn't get up and down the ramp. The ramp was a hyper thin ramp, so it's a pseudo island map.
And then there's the mineral walk maps, the ones where they would have like a mineral line, and you could pass through. Or was it Destination that had the mineral wall behind you?
That's Destination, yeah.
And the cheesy Zergs would bring two drones and mine it out. And then be like, here we go.
or the next level cheesy Zergs would open up with a 9 pool with speed, or an over pool with speed. So that way the Protoss, because in Destination you couldn't actually get a good wall. So if there was any early speed, you would have to build 2 cannons. And then the Nexus, and then the Gateway. And so you would do that, but then you'd get burrow and go back to the minerals and burrow all your 12 Zerglings one at a time on top of each other. When you unburrowed, you could glitch them over.
Yeah, there's a lot. God. Yeah.
Yeah,
the game was actually broken.
That was ridiculous.
Hold Lurkers, when they first came out, was a real
that
fun
was
time.
unreal.
That was my
That
life.
was such a game changer in CVT.
I almost went to the WCG Grand Final in 2001 with Hold Lurkers.
They're great.
Because I beat Maynard in a game.
Terrans had to be like, wait, I have to wait till a science vessel or just guess?
Yeah.
What? Then they found out science vessels are really good, and they're like, all right, it's fine.
All right, we're in this game now.
We're in it. Guys, this is what it looks like on the inside of Brood War.
Here we go. G5 over here in the bottom. Wait, is that top left?
Doesn't matter, man.
Top left. Bottom left is
Dan Tosis. Mr. Toes, Mr. Tosis.
Dan's been streaming the game. Still no GGs, by the way. I like that.
He's never said GG?
No, I thought he said GG.
No, he doesn't. Well, okay, if he does, he knows you're watching, Nick, but when I watch, he doesn't.
Oh, my God. Artosis hitting him. Look. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, the mind game's already happening.
I told you about it.
Oh, my God, I didn't
it's
realize.
real.
All right,
that's what G5 says. No.
Spencer,
another one.
I got to make a request over here.
Now listen.
For the video stuff. Can we zoom in on can we get a shot of Artosis here?
His pinky is what you want.
No, I want you to zoom in on his mouth because he has the funniest mouth twitches as the game picks up.
All right, well, while you're zooming in, oh, you're right. Jeez Louise.
Oh, look at his mouth.
If you look close enough.
Are you seeing this?
How many plants died right there? That was the last thing they saw.
All right.
Vegetables, plants.
Well, gotta make more of these SCVs.
Gosh, spending money in this game is really difficult, actually.
I don't know why my bones always hurt.
No, that's not how you do it.
That's not, gotta make depots.
He's probably going to go Dark Templar with those stupid shuttles. I actually hate this game. Yep, that's exactly what he's going to do. I can't believe it.
Yeah, see,
do you think the guys noticed my mustache I've been growing for 25 years?
Oh, I love how both of you use the same voice for Artosis, which is like halfway to Droopy the dog. Depots, you know what?
You know, I just realized I misplaced my chin. Where did that go?
Oh, you're so cruel.
All right, should we take it out? Should we check on the Artosis?
I like to
mouth
keep
cam?
it like this. If you can even zoom in closer, I would do it.
Yeah.
I would do it.
Yeah. All right, okay, we got
Artosis is thinking this. He's like, I'm going to show them all my skill. We're like, no, we're looking at your mouth now. This is
You just did it, didn't you?
Yeah.
It's out.
Completely derailed.
Oh,
No.
okay.
So listen, the way to fire back at Artosis, by the way, because I know everyone's weakness, because we all just yelled at each other all the time. Artosis does not like the winky face, smiley face.
Winky smiley faces actually set him off.
It pisses him off.
Yeah, but when he's mad, he does the winky frowny face.
And therein lies the dilemma.
Wow. Yes. Indeed.
Is it him all along?
Yes.
That upsets himself?
Oh,
Wait. What?
Artosis killed the scouting worker using only workers.
Nice.
Yeah, so, Terran vs. Protoss matchup, the typical style of opening these days, the sort of most common, I would say, is to go barracks, expand with a bunker, and then get mech. The other most common opening is just to go straight for a factory and then get a relatively quick expansion by doing some early attack.
Or you could do the bamboo rush, bruh. Remember that?
Oh, my gosh.
What's the bamboo rush? Is that the
Bamboo Terran, man.
Oh, wait. What rush is this?
That is...
Bamboo rush, 2-fact.
It's 2 factory.
Oh, yeah, bamboo Terran. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 factory, 1 with add-on, 1 without. You get mines and vultures and 1 tank, and you push with 4 marines, a tank, and rallied
One thing
vultures.
about Artosis is that generally, if he thinks the Protoss is going to do anything cheesy at all, he'll go 2 factory like that. But the problem with going 2 factory is if the Protoss got a expansion up at all, and they're okay, the Terran has a hard time getting a 3rd base later. They can get a 2nd base fine, but the 3rd base doesn't kind of come out at the right time.
Dude, that cybernetics core is beautiful, by the way. That is just the nicest looking building.
Oh, yeah, look at it spin. It's going so fast. We got to slow it down.
Dance, if you will.
It's lovely.
G5, by the way, we've been talking a lot about Artosis. Let's give a little bit of attention to the G5 Izzle. This guy also went to a Korea or tournament in Korea, excuse me, and took a game off of a Boxer. Oh, he beat Boxer.
Yeah, he
actually.
beat Boxer.
He's one of the guys to beat Boxer. Now, to be fair, and there's going to be the hardcore fans like, that's not when Boxer was in his fullest time. You're right, but still, to go to Korea and beat Boxer is a pretty big deal. It was kind of
Yeah, I'd say that's not so bad.
That's not bad. Not bad at all. So it's going to be a fact expand, actually, off the 1.
Look at G5, man.
Here we go. Up the ramp, boys.
Oh.
Yep, hold position.
G5's a handsome guy. Lives in Kentucky now.
Yeah.
California, Kentucky. That's kind of you guys are Kansas boys, right? Kansas?
Yep, Nick and I from Leawood, Kansas.
From Kansas.
Kentucky's about the same place.
Yeah,
right?
we're neighbors right there. Those
exactly.
states are next to each other. So
I would joke. I actually did not know that. I'm going to be honest.
yeah,
American geography is terrible.
we're actually not.
I was never
that was a
taught
joke.
geography.
We're actually not next to each other though.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I was just Jeff's actually shaking right now. Just,
I know the West Coast. I know the East Coast. I know some of the stuff in the middle. But there's a couple. But to be fair, why would I ever need to know where Kentucky or Kansas is? Why would I need to know that?
Well, here's the crazy thing too: is that since we're from Kansas City, most of that's in Missouri, and then whenever you're over, going around the United States, people are like, well, Kansas City's in Kansas. You're like, well, actually, kind of most of it's in Missouri. And then they're like, well, why would it be called Kansas City if it's in Missouri? And I'm like, we don't know. We haven't figured that out either.
Some war happened, and they were determining that kind of stuff, and one side won or the other.
Both players are doing the archetypical defensive long-term play.
Yep.
The Terran player is getting tanks with siege mode, which are terrible for attacking early on.
You say that.
Vultures are the aggressive unit early on.
This is a bulldog build, bro.
And yep, there's G5 doing.
This
ordinarily would be relatively standard. You need observers because vultures with mines will wreck you. So,
dude, if this
works,
it's just going to be like, okay.
Is that game? You think? If it works?
Not only that, I think it's like history repeats itself once again.
Oh god, this
esports
is
history.
Oh, excuse me,
Nick. What's a bulldog?
This is where you get one shuttle, you get a bunch of dragoons. They have submarines, but you can always get the shuttle over the tanks, unload all the zealots. The tanks die. If the Terran makes a bunker, they can be okay, but I don't see a bunker here. And this is all right. We need to get the mouth. Can we get the Artosis cam?
You
got to
put Artosis on camera.
Yeah, we got to. There's the mouth.
What is going to happen?
Can we get a
here?
zoom in here? Can we get a zoom in, please?
It's going to be real.
We got to get the zoom in back.
Well, keep the eyes in it though. We need to see his eyes.
Yeah,
when this
Let's
happens.
just make like the eyes at the top and the mouth at the bottom.
Everything's going pretty good right now.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
All right, so there's the observer. It's spotting.
And everything's going pretty good. Oh, wait, I recognize that. Oh, you son of a... You son of a...
Oh, my God. Dan is going to destroy.
The zealots aren't actually
hitting
the zealots are not hitting the tanks.
Oh, yes. That was amazing. That was absolutely spectacular. Yep, this is
what you deserve, Protoss scum. Everything's going just fine.
Yeah, I mean,
Get back to
typically
work.
when you bulldog, you go for 3 gate. You don't get the observer. You just go with a whole bunch of dudes.
We lost visual on our preview monitor.
got
Okay,
it.
we're back. We're back in
whatever.
business, boys. Something happened. We
Quel
had no idea.
relief.
So Protoss tries to double expand here. Now, the fact that he lost your Dragoons and the Zealots means that you are so susceptible to Vultures. It's really scary.
You know, I want you to go to Dan's 2 factories, Artosis' 2 factories. See, that Vulture gets stuck right there? Yeah, that is not...
wow. He's like, wow.
That's just being a lazy vulture. Just get out from under there. That's so stupid.
Yeah, I mean, as funny as that might look, this literally happens all the time.
Literally.
Quite literally.
Do you have to move the Vulture over to the left side of that in order to force them to spawn out there?
Oh, he's gonna kill it.
Oh my God, he's unhappy now.
He's raging. He might just leave right now.
Yeah.
I mean, stuff like this happens all the time. You will accidentally stop all your workers. You will wall stuff off.
Yeah. Well, if you're in shape enough, it won't happen. But
it is something that needs to be practiced. Like I was saying before, that planning out your base and where the buildings go is actually so hard as Terran, because when you come back, if you haven't played for a while, you remember. Yeah, look, he still can't get out.
He's just melting down right now. He's like,
we got some Zealot blows.
Sean.
Oh my God! It's just it's so funny.
Sean's meanest
He's
moment,
attacked
man.
his own tank for a second there.
Yeah.
He's going to splash damage. He's going to kill his own Vultures. This is.
I like how on the cam you can see him looking over at what he was attacking, which that's crazy.
Now, G5, from what I've seen of him, other than doing the characteristic bulldog stuff, I've also seen him do like a ton of ultra low-tech, expand-heavy, big macro bombing sort of play.
He'll just show up with like 45 Dragoons. That was kind of his thing. And we'd all be like, this doesn't make any sense. This won't work. And then the Terran moves out with like low tank count, high Vulture, and he just runs it over. And you're like, oh, that's what he was hoping for. And that might be what Dan's kind of doing. But there's not much of an army for the Protoss just yet. Oh, yeah. Pylon block at the top of the ramp. I remember that, too.
Oh, yeah. This is great. People actually figured this out pretty late.
Yeah.
But basically, because the Vultures are so abusive, you want to start walling off everywhere with Pylons, because it can inhibit the Vultures from actually getting in there. Whoa!
He has an observer there, too. Look at G5 not missing a beat, by the way. He's like, Brugor?
He's so good.
I remember that game. I played that forever. He's like, I'll just pick it up where I left off, I guess.
Something that's funny to note is, as much as it's been an absolute joy to poke fun at Artosis.
Yeah.
He's actually macroing quite well. I mean, at this point, having looks like there's only about a 20 supply differential between the two, which is actually quite close. Typically, Protoss will start off maybe 10, 20 supply ahead and rapidly get to 40, 50 supply ahead, and that's an even match because mech is so much more of an efficient composition than pretty much anything that Protoss will ever have. G5 is going to answer this by trying to get as many expansions as he can so he can double wave something.
Is that a fourth base? Holy cow.
Yeah, he's pretty crazy, man. He's expanding quite fast.
He's thinking a fifth even.
Terrans on this map that can actually just stay on 3 bases for an absurdly long period of time. The fact that Artosis takes the center left base means he might be able to do this mid-game push where you can cut off the circulation from where all the gateways are to the top base and the upper right. Dude, he's getting 5 bases? Oh my God.
Well, it's smart because Artosis.
We're all looking at each other. I mean, can we do this?
Can he do it?
Is this okay? Are you allowed to take 5 bases? Wait, we got a timer on here? How far along are we on this game? He knows he's got to make attacking units too, right? Not just workers.
He is.
Sean and I are not
diplomacy,
amused,
right?
Nick.
Yeah, we're Zerg. We're like, no, it seems good.
It was
You're
fine.
so funny.
Afterwards, a 6th base would be more than likely the best play.
Yeah. You don't go 7th after 5. You go right to 6.
This may trigger Artosis just attack here. Uh-oh, he's going to see this. It's like, you Protoss scum.
I don't like that he expanded that much. There's so much money available to him. And if he spends all of that, then there's just a giant army. This got me really frustrated. You think the guys are having a good time right now? Yeah, they're probably having a good time.
All right, let's get.
Now, a lot of times when Artosis does this style, does he have a starport? He sometimes gets a drop ship.
No, man. No.
And puts 2 tanks in it and then sends the Vultures out.
He's not coming out until Science Vessel, bruh.
This is, I think, one of the strongest
No,
plays.
he's going to push right
map.
now. Yeah, this is.
Is this it?
Yeah.
Is he doing it?
He's doing it for realsies.
Yeah, so if it's 4 base Protoss, you want to be a little more turtly because Protoss is going toe-to-toe with you, but this is going to be bad.
G5 is going to die, man.
Oh, this is going to be so bad for these Dragoons. Ugh. That was a gorgeous surround by Artosis.
Now, the trick is you want to force the tanks to siege up, and then you run away.
There's probes above.
Oh!
Oh no! Oh,
There's
look
also
out!
Dragoons here! Nothing means anything! Ah!
This is actually turning out just fine.
Oh,
Okay, now, he needs... Oh, no.
He lost all the vultures.
Yeah, well, he's got a few more there. Does he still have that shuttle?
Yeah, of course he's got the shuttle, Brett.
This is-
you know, it's out there. Hit F2.
yeah, the 45 Dragoon strategy. Yeah, what normally happens is the tanks are the big determiner if the push can continue.
Oh, dude, he's already got observer speed.
Yeah, man, of course.
Gosh,
This is
yeah.
madness.
And triple observer, too. You can see stuff
Like-
Oh,
twice.
oh!
Oh, no. Oh, no. This is...
No,
this is
wrong face. Get Artosis' face every time.
This is... there we are. It's like...
He talks to himself. I love it. He's like, stupid freaking Protoss. Why wouldn't he just hold still so I can tank him?
That was actually a really good play by G5 to try to run around. He wanted to intercept any of the reinforcements. Now, if there's enough Zealots with speed, one thing I've noticed with Artosis is occasionally he throws away too many Vultures.
Yeah.
And if you've just got enough Zealots, you can roll him over. But I think he's actually in good shape
Yeah.
this time around. I think
He
he's
needs
gonna
that
be,
shuttle, man. Can't be
Yeah,
taking
where
these
is that
guys.
shuttle from G5? I'm really confused.
Yeah, I mean, Dragoons are the most well-rounded unit up against this sort of
Oh,
thing.
this
Oh,
is
dude,
good.
if the Vultures isolate the Zealots.
This if Dan kills this off, this is it. This is game for Dan.
Yeah, okay,
but Dan is
pull
also
back.
getting very spread out. I don't necessarily think that he needs to push up to this third base. He's, ooh, God, Dan is like very spread out. This
God
is actually
dang.
so far away.
God damn.
Okay, so what Dan? Oh, counterattack by G5 on the left.
Come on, boys. Let's run through the minefield.
Okay, so he's going to come around here. The problem is when Terran gets this far out, especially trying to push the upper right can be risky because
Yeah.
you can end up getting swallowed up. Also, Protoss can just counterattack, although I don't know if it's going to be worth it here because he's got
Yeah.
enough units rallied down there.
So
He's also cutting off reinforcements, and then he's stabilized on 3 bases. He could also go kill the top left third base if he clears the mines and gets there.
So if Dan
Oh, is he gonna-
recognizes,
is he
Dan
gonna go for it?
recognizes. If Artosis recognizes right here that this is the play, and Siege is right now, he needs to Siege immediately.
Oh,
He
he's
needs
coming in.
Siege.
Get there, his mouth is moving again. Ow. Oh, no. Got a micro. Oh, he's talking to himself. I don't know what he said, but...
This has me very concerned.
Oh, but look, Dan's also pushing up in the top right. The top right.
Yeah, he'll
natural
kill
is
that,
done.
but whatever. There's 3 other Protoss bases. They can...
Yeah, well, hold on. Okay, so G5 went for the center lab, but if he actually gets up on top of the factories, it gets hugely problematic.
That could be problems.
Yeah.
But I think Dan is in a good position. This is brilliant by Dan. He's going to leave just a handful of units up there to clean up the base. And then he's going to be able to stabilize up here. Oh, this is great news for Dan Tosis fans.
Yeah, I think you're right, man. I think he's going to stabilize here. As long as the next wave doesn't do too much damage. He still has enough tanks and vultures from that initial attack. I think he's okay.
Yeah. I mean, he should actually just leave like a vulture there and send
Well, I
everything
thought
else.
G5 was pretty insane for getting that Nexus at the very far upper right. That's you
That's how
pretty
he
much
plays,
can't
though.
get away. Yeah, it's true, but
If you don't move out, he wins.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
that's
I mean-
why Dan gets frustrated with him. He
Oh.
forces you to do something about it.
well, let's see if he can keep these tanks alive until they get back.
I don't think so.
Oh no, they will not.
I mean, this is still okay because
Well, the other Dragoons kind of whiffed.
Artosis came out overwhelmingly ahead in this exchange, and it looks like he's even hungry for more, so he's going to head straight into the natural expansion. He's going to chew up all the workers, and he's going to, everything's going to be fine. Yeah, I mean,
Before you can finish that idea, there's one vulture left laying a mine. The mine dies.
yeah, it was a little tough, but I mean,
Where is the shuttle, dude?
at the end of the day, this was gigantically in favor of Artosis.
Okay, but hold up. Can we go back up into the main here? He's going for carriers here, and if you look at where Artosis' third base is, that's a totally pokeable location with carriers.
You can totally poke that. Poke it in the morning, poke it in the evening.
Just let it hang.
Let it hang.
Let him wear that one.
Yeah.
All right, brothers.
Now, is this another command center
Bottom
by
right.
Artosis?
Secret expand, dude. Secret
G5
guard.
G5 should not attack if he's going for carriers
Always
here.
attack, man. Always attack.
You
Yeah.
think he's going to do it? That's crazy because you normally want to. If you get about 4 carriers or 6 carriers and you have a okay ground army, then you're just
What about 2 carriers?
Is there-
no.
there-
It's not okay. So
Is there a way to do view
That's a
from
Nexus
just
bottom
one
right.
player's perspective?
It's a Nexus bottom right, dude.
I'm not sure.
So Dan has not yet even scanned the main base, so it looks like he does not know that G5 actually has.
Do you think he's map hacking?
He's definitely a stream sniper.
Yeah, he probably is.
He's a stream sniping.
He's a dream sniper for sure. Look at that wall in, too.
Well, the fact that he walled in, yeah, that means he can only push out then from his natural. I like the base at the bottom right.
Nick, can you explain Secret Expands, please?
Secret Expands is when you don't tell anybody about it. But this time it's our secret.
It's when a stranger asks you if you can expand there. You're supposed to answer no.
This is a great engagement by G5.
This is Artosis should not be out. The tanks are all in the front. He's got the vultures in the back here, so the zealots I think should eventually be thinned out. But he's lost so many tanks that if all the dragoons are basically remade, he can hold.
Oh, this was a disaster for G5. I mean, Artosis is low on tanks, but at this point, you need a lot of dragoons to be able to withstand enough pressure to have carriers at the flip side. And I mean, he has like what 8 dragoons right now. I mean, Dan is just going to be able to push and win, but the window's closing on Dan.
Well, how many carries does he have up there? He's got 2 out now?
I think he is.
Do we know where they're rallied to?
Yeah,
okay.
there they are.
Okay, so if he gets a few more out, did he see? He didn't see the carriers,
no, of
right?
course not.
Okay.
I think Dan's in a pretty good spot.
Yeah. Dan's playing quite well, but he needs to have like just 10% more.
Oh, there's Goliath.
Yeah. Okay, then maybe Dan did scan.
Dan is on top of everything.
He just knows
right
the
now,
timing, man. You can't. Sometimes you don't forget things.
Yeah, Dan's also been playing quite a bit on stream.
He has. Cheater.
I mean, this is hidden expansions, and taking extra expansions is one of those things that you're technically not supposed to do because you'll just get punished for it, but often players just don't punish you because you're, quote, not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Well, I think this push might be the one that is going to win Dan the game. I think with the thinned out ground army here. Oh, okay, well, G5 knows how to do it. He's going to try to run around. He wants to be chased.
G5 haters, man. I'm telling you. You got to believe. G5 always beat Artosis. It's really funny, too.
Well, he's going to try to come down around here. I don't think Artosis is going to bite the bait.
It's just biting time. 4 carriers come out, any kind of ground. It's only like 8 Goliaths.
Let's also keep in mind that Artosis is just now on 4 bases. Now, this bottom base that Artosis has is actually the one that's going to be very hard for G5 to take out with carriers at all. He basically can't get down
it's got to
there.
be some zealots or something that finds it.
Yeah.
He might not even find it, to be honest with you, until... He might just assume he has it, I guess, at some point. That's really cute, by the way.
What is?
The cannons there. It's really nice positioning off that pylon field.
Uh-oh. Okay.
They're found. But this is actually good for G5. He's going to pick off a couple Goliaths, maybe? Just one?
Now, the weird technique against carriers is that you can target the carriers, but you don't need to. If you get enough Goliaths, you just keep stepping backwards, hitting hold position, and acquiring
you need a lot. You need a lot of Goliaths before that starts to work, though.
And he's picking up some free vultures here. The Goliaths look sick, by the way. Can we get an enhance?
Enhance.
Whoa!
Look how sick they look. That's how they're supposed to look, man.
God, they look a lot bigger than the Zealots, man.
Yeah, they're
pretty
max.
Yeah, they're... It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, the old Brood War Goliaths were the shiniest models in the entire game.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think Artosis basically has this one in the bag, unless G5 has a crazy good engage.
I mean,
which he could have, by the way. It's actually pretty tough. If you got a good ground army and carriers in the air, you could make some miracles happen.
Yeah, I mean, carriers are the comeback unit for Protoss. We have seen more comebacks with carriers than any other composition for Protoss.
I love carrier micro.
All right, so...
All right, can we get the Artosis? Can we get the Artosis cam up again here? He's dealing with carriers. He's like, just come back.
These things that just kind of fly away when they have issues. Picks off the observer. He scanned twice for that, actually. He really wanted that to happen.
He actually might... Wait, he's almost at the point where he's thinned out the carriers enough. Because the siege tanks aren't in siege mode just yet.
The Goliaths.
Yeah, the siege mode and sieging timing is extremely important because the Dragoons have to retreat.
Oh, he just needs to get 1 or 2 of those carriers. Okay, he manages to keep all of them alive.
If he gets up to 6, man, that could be issues.
That bottom right base is just so painful.
Look at Artosis. Our ferocious right now is what this guy is.
Man, when the pufferfish Artosis comes out, too.
Oh! Okay, he got one.
He gets one. And there's another one that's about to die. Oh, my God.
He's targeting the tanks, though. I think he wants to come out here at the ground
Yeah,
force.
he might try to send the Dragoons in now. Here we go.
Keeps picking off the observers. Really interesting. But there's still observers. That's probably what he's mad about right now. He's like, man, you have 5 observers, you idiot. Look at him. He scans again.
I mean, that's really hard to a million interceptors are on the screen, and you see that little ripple, and you're like, I better scan.
By the way, this is I have to say, I feel sort of like G5 is pulling it off here, even though Artosis is ahead in supply. For instance, the fact that he's hitting this over here, and he could start to take this out, this is going to be a little bit tricky for him. Artosis is going for a hidden expand, but I don't believe Artosis has any idea about the base at the bottom right.
No, he doesn't. It's a secret base.
I mean, carriers are very bad at killing off workers, but you can just target fire the command center and pick it off. I mean, Artosis is getting such good, efficient exchanges in all these.
Yeah, he did manage to pick off the CC there, which is it's quite important because I believe he's actually mined out his natural too here. Oh,
I know. I keep looking at that carry and I'm like, man, Dan, just freaking hit it.
Oh my gosh, he's at 3-2.
Oh, he's going to get over the ledge here. Artosis is going to have to scan if he wants to hit that.
We are literally casting this only from Artosis' perspective.
Yeah, I know. Well,
he's the hero of the hour, man.
Artosis has no idea about that base at the bottom right. This is so sad.
Keep us updated, though.
He's got his beaker frown going on right now.
Where's he getting all the freaking money?
Here's G5, like, I better make more Nexuses.
I feel like he's rich.
Uh-oh.
This could be...
I don't like the missile turrets, by the way. Like,
yeah, I don't know about putting turrets there. If you don't, I think if you put anything there, if that's found, you just lift up and run out.
It's like you send 4 zealots. Missile turrets don't do anything.
Okay, here we go. Another engage.
This is an awkward engagement for Artosis.
Yeah.
He's coming around the bend, and there's the whole ground army right there. He might actually just...
He actually might have just...
This
is...
I don't think this is good for G5,
the tanks
actually.
are not in... No, I think he's fine. G5's completely fine.
God, does anybody else think Day 9's just miscalling all these
I know.
No, I think this is actually okay.
Do you?
How can you think this is okay? Look at this.
How
There's
did
like
that happen?
Dragoons and carriers killing only Goliaths.
Hang on. What does Day 9 see that we don't?
This should be okay.
Get out of here. This is my show.
Should be okay.
My channel, guys.
This should be okay. Oh,
G5 is now evened out the supply. And by the way, the bottom center base is vulnerable. Now, G5 should not have
He doesn't know about it, though.
Does he seriously not know?
Yeah, it's a secret guard.
Crazy.
I don't know. How is the supply so close?
I think this is really good for Dan, guys.
Look at this. No more tanks. Now, this is not the way I expected G5 to try to take his advantage, would be to go on top of...
This is very risky.
But this actually just might work. Damn, G5's still got it, guys. He is a good player at this game. Can we get the Artosis check here?
That is...
Uh-oh.
He's talking.
He's like...
Oh, carrier's going to go down.
He's on Ventrilo with G5 right now, telling him exactly what he thinks.
Lots of expletives.
Getting G5's just
a little
rallying
bit
in.
scary, because like every Goliath that comes out can actually pick off that. It's the carrier to the left. Shoot the one to the left, mate.
If he just gets
not that one.
A few Dragoons over here, too. This is really awkward because Artosis is still mining pretty effectively. G5's actually barely getting by here. The only base that I think has minerals is the bottom right. Can we do a quick check bottom right?
And 12 o'clock.
And then 12 o'clock, real quick?
Yeah, these bases
okay, that's pretty much gone. But
yeah, you're right.
All right.
Oh, he's going to start his own base. Okay, with the
zealots,
that's
it.
Yeah, GG.
Wow, that's game. G5 actually did. That was a crazy game, by the way.
That was a good game. This is how they play, by the way. They always had epic games.
Yeah, that was awesome. That match was a treat, dude.
Dan's remaking bottom right, though, so it's going to take about 15 minutes more, but it is over.
Yeah, he's giving it a shot. You know, it's funny because a lot of this just goes to that base at the bottom right. Had he scouted that, he would have been fine.
Well, let's imagine a world where these carriers can't quite kill off the production. It equalizes over a long period of time, and then Wraiths get out in enough numbers.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Imagine a world where Wraiths...
He picked off the Observer
again.
again.
The Dragoons, he makes one Observer and then he wins them. So.
There's something about Observers that Dan really doesn't like. I just watch.
Okay, so yeah, we are then going to be going into this game. Yep.
GG.
Game 2, GG. That was actually one of the best games we've had here.
Yeah.
Dan saying GGWP, by the way, means that he knows this is a large stream that's doing well. He's like, there's a lot of Day 9 fans out there. I better be mannered. They really won't like my BM.
I have great power. And he takes great responsibility.
Yeah,
that's right. Wow, that was a lot of fun. G5 is crafty,
remarkable comeback. And, you know, we've been sort of bringing this up in a lot of different ways, but there are strategies that you're technically not supposed to do because you'll be punished.
Yeah.
But if you aren't able to punish them, they're amazing. You know, like G5, he went for, 5 base. That can get punished. And we saw Artosis punish it, right? Like, that's really, really good. Transitioning to carriers when you're behind, that's hard to punish. But you still have to be able to aggressively position and pick off and then scout all the other bases. And this is the thing that makes G5 honestly unbelievably annoying to play against, because there's like 17 things that are off the cuff that you have to keep scouting for.
The carrier switch was really interesting when he went up to 5 base and was just continuing to counter around there, because a lot of people would say carriers are not a great move on that map specifically, because the open area in the middle, you can basically be punished. You have to hug the side the whole time. But I think the fact that he handled it the way he did, G5 really made that work. I don't know. We don't know what the next map is, right? I'm curious.
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you got to give props to G5. I think that the strongest aspect of everything he did was his movement in the center of the map with his Dragoons and Zealots.
Yeah.
He was just very, very patient with them.
Bought time, took the right fights, didn't over-engage. Very easy to do that. The shuttle, by the way, some say is still on that map. They don't know where it is.
Yeah, we never know what happened to that shuttle.
What happened?
The shuttle went AWOL. It flew to another map.
That would be my one criticism. Even if you lost that, you always remake it, because dropping Zealots, because Goliaths come out at the carrier stage. They don't come out before that usually.
Oh, yeah. No, there's no reason to not have
dropping
a shuttle.
Zealots and dragging those mines into them is, like, huge.
Yeah, it's a staple thing you have to have in the game. In the upper left is Artosis. In the upper right is G5.
And, you know, Jeff, tell me this doesn't happen to you.
What?
Playing a Zerg, got some Overlords, you load them up, they're all full, and then you put them in a position where it's going to be a counter drop. When your opponent comes out, you drop in his main base and punish him for having just left.
Mm-hmm.
But then you forget about the Overlords for the entire game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. It's that, or I have, like, the Overlord with 4 Defilers in it, and I'm like, that's a great idea. I'll, like, do this mega plague drop, and then you just forget about it, and you find at the end of the game, you're like, that's a lot of money there. Holy cow.
Oh, God.
I should have used that. Queens, too. I love Queens, especially against mech, Broodlings, and all that. I'll have a couple of the Queens that came out before that stage. They were my Parasite guys. They were my cheeky infested CC guys.
You remember the moment when you learned that you could Parasite a critter on the map?
I always wanted that to be cooler.
This changes everything.
Yeah.
And then you do it, and the thing's stuck on the upper right.
You can mind control them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you could mind control them. You couldn't stop them from moving around, though.
I thought you could move them.
You could move them, but if you leave them there, they keep moving
they'll keep
around.
going? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the best was, once upon a time, in the continued fashion of the Korean map explorations, they developed a map where there was a neutral command center in the middle of the map.
Oh, yeah.
Because they wanted to see, infested Terrans.
Because they wanted to ruin the game.
Yes, because an infested Terran costs 100 minerals and 50 gas, which makes it just a little bit more expensive than a Hydralisk.
500 damage.
And it
500
deals
damage.
500
Are we gonna?
damage.
Oh! Someone call the Manor Police.
That's great.
That was great. Okay, so he just built on his gas, and I can only imagine.
Can we get a shot of
we need to get a shot at him right
Let's
now.
go ahead.
Just, history repeats itself.
He's up 1-0. Takes my gas. And it's already 2-0.
He probably thinks he's good. He probably thinks he's good at this game. This is hilarious.
This is a fun tournament with our friends on a stream.
Yeah.
And
I guess he doesn't want to show how much skill he really has, huh?
He thinks this is the MSL finals.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Watch, he's going to get the SCV, too.
I'm literally opening up the Twitch stream chat just to see this reaction. This is so...
So the reason why you want to do this as Protoss, almost always if you can, is because Marines are just not good against I know we saw that game with Nyokin, and that was crazy, but like if you're trying to learn this game, just don't generally follow that as a rule, or you're going to have a bad time online.
Yeah.
But so Terran need to get the factories up. They need to get the mech units out. And when you take their gas, Terran are sort of forced into this weird position where they kind of have to fast expand because they have the extra minerals.
Yeah.
But then there's all these tricks Protoss can use, like Reavers or DTs or just getting a lot of Dragoons. So this is...
Yeah, I feel like there's 3 common options for Terran. I think the strongest is you treat it as though you were going to be early expanding anyways. You build the Marines, you build the command center, you get the bunker, and you do the delayed factory play. But you have to assign a small number of SCVs to hitting that gas, or you'll screw up your timing. The other thing you can do is you can do this thing, like Nada like to do this, where you would get an academy, and then as quickly as you could get the refinery, and then you'd go Marines with just a few medics, and then into mech. And it allowed you to do a really small window of timing pressure against a Protoss. But I think that what Dan's doing is the quick early expand thing, and I think this is great. I think that this is one of the reasons why a lot of Protosses don't like doing this as much.
We want to see, because me and G5 would talk about this a lot, like way back in the day, about different exploits you can do, and I'm curious to see how he's going to handle it, because a lot of times if you get the Reaver out and you just double expand, that's a really good way to handle this. But we got to see what choice he's going to make by the fact that the factory was delayed here.
I like early Reaver plays on Circuit Breaker quite a bit. There's a lot of space here, and there's a lot of difficult angles where you have to keep rearranging towards, and you can just drop off on the far side of the base and sort of like crawl the Reaver up and pick away at external structures.
Good body blocking here. Is he going to get that?
That was nice.
Yeah.
Did he get that?
Yeah.
Did he ever get that? Jeff and Control Robinson.
Milady.
Now, Willie, is he just going to is he getting goon range here? Can we go back to the Protoss's base, please? Okay, so he's getting the goon range. He does not have a robo, right? So this is like a really modest response from G5. And one thing about Artosis is I think a lot of times he can be prone to think that there's some kind of impending cheese coming, and sometimes the best way to punish that is to just not do anything crazy at all.
That's such nice timing. Just like the bunker literally finishes at just the right time.
Look how sick the bunker looks in StarCraft Remastered. Can we zoom in on that?
You just walk up the stairs, sit inside there, and shoot your gun, man. You can go closer. Zoom in again. Do it.
These Marines seem pretty big for that bunker.
You can't go closer.
Oh, well, dude, look at that. Wait. Keep selecting the bunker. Zoom in. It shows a red damage bar.
Yeah, it's like Street Fighter or something.
Oh, that's awesome. He's getting inky.
But the repair is doing better.
So the thing is,
no, right click. Okay.
Yeah, so there's a trick with the SCVs where they attack and repair faster if you right click spam on the bunker, and you definitely want to do that. Like if you're getting attacked by a zealot or something, and your SCVs are hitting the zealot, you want to have your SCVs right click spammed.
Yeah.
On the zealot, because you do the animation frame is slower than the attack output basically.
Building a missile
turret. The man in the missile
turret,
man. The legend of the man in the missile turret.
Super conservative play out of Artosis. He's going to get everything out in time. And look at this, very smart. He's sending an SCV to the top right corner where he will build a supply depot.
Super conservative. Do you mean far right?
Wow.
Yeah. None of that now.
Now we have these.
Let's make it a political stream.
That's good.
We have the Dragoons continuing to chip away here. And G5's not really trying to do anything out of the ordinary. He's just edging forward. Now, you want to be careful with the tank, by the way, because sometimes the Protosses will just dive on the tank and get it. And then this damage just goes on forever on the bunker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that little move is exactly what high-level play is about, where you go, in this moment of disorganization, one Marine picked that off.
You got to upgrade that siege mode, by the way, guys, watching the stream, if you don't know Brood War. It's crazy. They make you pay for that thing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just a tank. Just driving around shooting?
Yeah.
Boom. With its arc light cannon or whatever it is. What is it called?
Arc light cannon.
Arc-light cannon?
Is it still an arc light?
Yeah, it's an arc light cannon.
In StarCraft 2 is arc light?
Oh, it's arc light cannon, arc light shock cannon for the siege mode.
Well, see, that's a shocker.
We're learning. Can we zoom in on the turret here? Let's point out the man in the turret. Look at this.
Man on the turret?
There's a man in there. He's spinning.
What's the song?
How sick is this guy by the end of the game? Oh, there are any shuttles anywhere? Shuttles, C5 shuttles.
Stupid design.
Yeah, no, I mean, there is an engineering student who just didn't account for this, and then when the design was done, they were like, and so he just spins forever, and he's like, huh.
I think it'd be
and
really
he doesn't take any supply.
It'd be really funny if you zoom in on the Terran base and you can hear them. It's like faint. They're like, and when the Marines come out, they go, hail, 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 hail. Hail, it's about, hail, it's about. It's a very industrious Terran base.
Yes. Well, there's one thing we do want to keep our eyes peeled for is that this expansion, the third base that Protoss has, is very pushable if the Terran just hugs the top of the map.
Yeah, okay, now listen. Can we get a shot of those Dragoons blocking the ramp? And Nick, can you explain Dragoons blocking ramps? I mean, just imagine it for right now.
What?
Explain Dragoons
What is going on?
Dragoons blocking ramps.
What?
Explain it.
Wait, so you mean like if you put a Dragoon on a ramp, because it is solid, it is now blocking the ramp?
Yeah.
Is that the explanation?
Yeah.
Nick, you want to give that explanation?
Can you explain that, Nick?
Yeah, well, it's a solid and not a gas. right?
I like.
Let me get back to you.
You
on that
guys,
one.
it's like I come in on this like feral pack of dogs that have been like surviving in the woods for 100 years, and I'm like, you guys are like, okay, so to explain depot blocking, there's 2 depots in a barracks, and they form a block of it. And I'm like, hey guys, you want to explain dragoons? And you're like, what? That's like really basic, stupid shit, dude. Everyone knows that. I'm like, that's been the entire cast. All right, so he's got 5 gateways. He's right-clicked them to go somewhere.
He's getting the shuttle. There's that G5 shuttle.
Bulldog, bro.
And
Now,
this is full turtle mode, by
This
the
is
way.
actually, now keep in mind the factories were a little bit later, whereas the Protoss basically got the Dragoons out early on. Sometimes the third base can be kind of vulnerable. You got to be really careful if you're in Artosis' position. You got to move out and get just the right positioning, because if Protoss pounces on you and you lose the majority of your tanks, the Terran gets the third base up so late, Protoss is basically fine for a while.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, like, getting a third base, a lot of people behave as though it's automatic, like, oh, yeah. Oh, the Terran's getting his third, Protoss is getting his fourth, this is all normal, but if you don't
Sometimes they get attacked.
If you don't position it perfectly, you lose. And we watch good players actually have everything positioned perfectly.
Is that double shuttle? Because that's my favorite.
Actually, he does that a lot, getting 2 shuttles.
No,
I don't think he's going to do it this time. But
if you go to the arrangement of Artosis' tanks to the left here, you'll see that there's some mines that are in between. That mine in between those 2 is like really stressing me out right now. That's the sort of mine placement that...
He's got a lot of missile turrets, though. I feel like you don't... I don't know that you need to push this. You like just hover outside, leave him on the 3, go take your 5 or 6, whatever it is, and then drop whatever comes out.
he might just...
He's going for
G5
it.
just does this a lot.
He's going for it.
Well, the Vultures are not by the tanks, so I think it's actually going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, G5, he's just going to skirt along this top edge.
Now, he wants to try to target down the CC, like, so fast.
He will,
Is
too.
he gonna
and
get it?
it's
If the
down.
tanks come over here, he could just lose the game. If
Yeah,
he's
look at that.
Okay, he did it. He did it. There's no...
I think that's dead. I think it died.
Minimal investment out of G5 and a huge blow to Artosis' defense.
And from here, I mean, you just keep expanding and making so you're fine.
I think, yeah. The thing is, too, Artosis is going to turtle even harder. Like, if there's a second shell inside for him to pull into there, you'd, like, peel back the first shell and there's another shell underneath, and you're like, oh, my God.
Oh man, that's a huge error for G5 because he had a pylon walling this off and he canceled
I think
it.
he thought that wall was tight when it wasn't.
Yeah.
That's a wolf wall in. No, you guys didn't see that thread either? Okay.
Oh, no, I did. Is that the one where he blocked his command center
Yeah.
with his pylon? Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Tasteless.
Yeah, when he did that, I just had this huge surge of nostalgic pride where I'm like, wait, how quickly did Dan rebuild a command center? Did he just like go command center and is like,
That was
just
the
in
fourth one,
case,
man.
he just like builds another one?
Yeah.
He was going to...
He had insurance on that last command
He's
center.
mega turtling. There's even another
Oh
one.
my
There's
god!
another
I mean,
command
this
center.
is like bringing a 3-pack of steering wheels every time you drive. Like, you just need one steering wheel, man.
I think his mind's blocking his CC, dude. Look at
There's
this.
a 3-pack of steering wheels?
Sure, go to Costco, man.
You're probably right.
Can he land that? Oh, he's fine.
I want nukes, man. Go full turtle, and I want nukes.
Yeah.
Nukes and Brood War were so cool. That hit you hard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, if you got nuked. Or you're just playing without sound and you had music on and then you got nuked and you're like, oh, well.
It's come to this.
I'm uploading the replay to replays.com.
Gosu Gamers, man.
Gosu Gamers had a lot of good replays.
They were good.
Still do, man.
Do they do that still?
Yeah, I mean, still have the beat-up Brood War archive.
Oh, wow. There it is again. The
exact same cannon formation.
One thing I'll note about the quick 4 base thing that we're seeing out of Dan is that if you expand to that top base, it is a great location to push into the third base of G5.
Yeah.
And you were talking about this earlier, Nick. Like, I mean, you literally make a wall of depots along the center of the map and then push through this opening that we're looking at right here.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird situation because if you look at the Protoss taking the bottom right, that's really hard for Terran to get all the way down to. So sometimes it's actually more worthwhile. Some people here might disagree with me on this, but to just try to push into the upper right and just take out the production and reset the tech and then figure it out.
I think you're right.
From there.
Yeah.
Pushing
Yeah.
all the way down there is not feasible.
Yeah,
what some
it's-
Terrans started to do is do like three shuttle drop stuff. Or
Yeah.
Dropship, rather.
Or you get like 2 control groups of vultures and you have 2 dropships with just tanks in them and you try to fly over there. That's something that's
Because
also viable.
Protoss, they end up getting really bunchy in the middle, so they have a tough time because they have to go all the way down there and then you start doing more run-bys and stuff.
Look at this observer spread. This is pretty sick.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is, I have to say, I think Artosis is handling this really well.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was building that extra command center, so ordinarily losing that third is just like, oh my god, dagger to the heart, but... He's in reasonably good position. I don't think he should try to turtle too hard.
This base is dead, guys. It's going to be a shuttle to the teeth.
Shuttle to the teeth?
Yeah, man.
Oh, my
I like
God.
that.
It's a music album.
Here we go. Yeah,
There's no way. There's 2 tanks there. There's no way.
Yeah, 2 tanks.
Just run the speed lots, run them through the field, and then
maxed out Protoss army. It's still a game of chance, bro.
You know, good rule of thumb for Terrans.
Don't attack here.
Attack
over there.
You just attack whatever's closest. You don't try to do anything fancy.
If you look at the supply disparity, sometimes a Protoss can max out this fast. They just want to dump their army on top of the Terran and then try to remax out again.
Or they have like 3 or 4 Stargates to do that. You know.
Yeah.
Dan with a nice supply.
Oh, he's actually going to go in this way.
Yeah, this is great. This is the better angle. Look at the mine's already gone. He's on the tanks. It's just the Dragoons being stupid.
Why is he targeting that depot? Okay.
He A-moved, and they're just like, we're Dragoons. We don't understand. All right, now he's on top of it.
So
it's over.
This is overall, thus far, a reasonable exchange for Dan. He just needs to get those tanks in position. G5 with a nice push-in angle. Storm's okay here, but the big meat of the army is the Dragoons and the Zealots.
He's still okay. Now he's probably decided that the tanks up here might have relocated, and they did. So this is actually a really well coordinated attack.
Wait,
by
let's
G5.
zoom it out. Zoom it out.
Can we zoom it all the way out? There we go.
Oh my God!
Yes.
This is so cool. I'm not even being facetious.
No, this is amazing. Okay, I think that's actually game.
Yeah.
Can we get our Tosa's face real fast here?
He's super dead. Where's the G button?
I'm looking for the G key right here. Oh, yeah.
I don't usually hit this key for anything. Where is it?
Well, he's going to try to pull back. I mean, G5 just expanded, got maxed super fast, did a nice bust play.
I think he can just drag the rest of the Zealots through the mines here, right?
Yep. Shouldn't. Yep. That's what that one tried to do.
I think Dan is going to be able to defend this. I mean, the 2 tanks and all these vultures will definitely be able to withstand these Dragoons.
You might be right. I think he actually will not be dead physically, but I'm trying to imagine. I mean, there's really no situation that you're going to come back from here. A lot of this goes back to how he lost that initial command center.
Yeah. Are any command centers still alive up in Dan's base? Did he float any out? Well, there's one. And the other one is, I think.
Can we go into the main and check the CCs? Okay, so he still has the one in his main. All right.
And I think G5 right now is just going to 15 gateway rally.
Yeah. By the way, when you get these gateways set up in the bottom right main, like here, that's when it really becomes hard for Terran to ever fully wipe you out.
Just walk DTs out of there if they get down there somehow.
Yeah, not to mention, even if Terran gets the control of the center of the map, you're just rallying a huge army from all these different starting locations. It's really tough. And then Protoss eventually will try to get the bottom left main, and that's where that's rough.
He might mass recall into his base.
G5 is really good.
Can someone hop in for me for a second? I got to run to the restroom. Does anybody want to hop in?
Get in here, Legionnaire.
Nick's going to be right back, guys. Just going to take a quick vape.
How's it going?
Pretty good. If you can get that mic in front of your mouth, Mr. Legionnaire.
So, I'm an amateur.
Mr. Neat.
When you playing Moonglade, bro?
In 2 weeks' time.
2 weeks.
What race does Moonglade play?
Zerg. One of the filthy ones.
Gross.
Nice, filthy.
Yeah.
So, how does G5 lose this? How does this turn from a won situation to a lost situation in favor of Dan Tosis?
I don't know. I think with Dan scouting this base, he's like, oh, okay. It's at 0% right now.
Yeah, he could accidentally tap out. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're like, I guess technically that counts. Yeah, they're like, going to game 3.
G5's like, GG. Oh, damn it.
No, it's 6 base versus 2.
I mean, the historically, the one way that these can come back is if Dan sieges here and G5 just
stasis
decides to keep pressuring in here, but doesn't have enough stuff. Like this.
Why don't you freeze?
To be honest, I'm pretty surprised how good Atosis has played since the beginning. He was so far behind, and to make the game last this long is pretty impressive.
You're a really nice guy, Legionnaire.
Yeah, and I just enjoy the fact that I'll be playing him in next.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he's going to be really pissed off with Protoss.
Yeah, I mean, stasis lasts for 60 seconds.
Oh, wow.
So.
And then when it comes unstasis, the units around them are going to be cloaked.
It's like 60 StarCraft seconds, so I think it's like 37 real-life seconds or something like that. But it's a very, very long time.
How do you know that stuff?
I don't know. This is all I do, man.
All right, Artosis, we do have other people to play here, bud.
No, he's got this. No, look, we see the defensive matrix on the frontal.
Yeah.
All right, here he goes. Defensive matrix units can just take a ridiculous amount of extra damage. I think something like 500 extra damage.
Yeah, that's a lot. The best is the defensive matrix marine that runs past the lurkers and then they shoot
Oh, yeah, it's the
best.
that's the bomb.
The boxer marine.
There it is. And so is Comeback Begins. Somehow, amazingly, Dan has the top base.
It's just because he doesn't know about it.
No, wait, is that? There's an observer right there. Wait, let's go to the G5 cam. No.
Well, he can see the mineral if he's paying attention. He's like, all right, I guess I'll attack, move up there too.
The instant Dan does anything to defend it, it will immediately be revealed. He like moves one tank up there, and G5's like, oh, hey! 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A.
I'm actually surprised G5 took.
We can't. You got the microphone, man. You were like literally holding it away from your mouth.
I've been talking for 10 minutes.
He's like,
you know,
listen,
I was saying some really clever stuff.
I can do Riva micro with microphones. They confuse the hell out of me.
Fair dinkum, mate.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how good is In Control's Australian accent?
It's a bit over the top. But it'll probably work in bars.
Work in bars.
Oh, I feel he's trying a little hard. You want another shrimp on the barbie?
All right. Get out, nerd.
All right, so now
Come on. Look at him. He's like, you're going to get stasis again. It's going to happen
This is
forever.
turning into the movie Face Off, where I feel like we're just seeing an extra hour because they were over budget or something.
Yeah.
GG, there it is.
What do you know? I couldn't push out.
G5 just
Played good.
Yeah,
It's good to see him.
insanely strong macro performance. And, you know, there's a little thing I just keep noticing out of G5's control where his units are, like, way more packed together. It's so easy for your Dragoons to just, like, spread all over everywhere and your Zealots to be going in, like, 2 and then 3 and then another 1 and then another 3 and just getting picked off. But that means Artosis will fall to the lower bracket to face Legionnaire.
Tomorrow? No, we're playing that one. It's the decider match we're playing tomorrow.
Yeah, and G5. G5 takes the win.
Dan looked good, though. We've been making a lot of jokes, but I was actually pretty impressed to play. I think G5 looked really good, but Dan's been playing well.
Well, he hasn't played at all because he was in Canada before he came to here, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he played a week before that.
This pillow is incredibly soft. I've just
weird,
been like reassuringly.
Do you like the
petting
fur trim around it?
not the way it looks, but it's very nice to hold.
It's kind of like someone
touch it.
ripped out both sides of a dog and they're like, here's a pillow. It's weird, man.
G5! G5, get over here. Get over here. Production is a disaster until you sit down on the sofa. All right, he's sitting down. Here he comes, the champion himself. Oh, yes. He's going to put on it. Oh, here it comes.
Some things never change, huh, G5? Some things never change.
Dude, game one, you bulldogged. You ran the Zealotin with the shuttle. And it didn't go well at all. And what went through your mind?
Oh, crap. I was like, you know, the whole point of the Bulldog there is to eliminate all the Terran units at the very least so that they can't counterattack because it takes a lot of time to make tanks and vultures and stuff, so I can double expand, get an advantage that way. Didn't work out. He definitely should have beat me in the first game. All he had to do was just come and kill me. Like, I was just running around hoping he'd just chase me.
And he did. He chased you very hard.
He did. I feel bad, but like I'm happy about it. Damn.
It's wearing a Zerg
Dude,
shirt.
you know, you went for 5 base instead of 4 base. That seems very dangerous in Fighting Spirit. And you didn't have a shuttle.
Yeah.
Where'd your shuttle go? It was gone.
I don't know.
We don't know.
We didn't see it.
Like,
see what happened.
no one knows. No one knows where the shuttle went.
Oh, what happened to the shell the first game?
Yeah.
I think a turret killed it, something like that.
This is going to be... Someone screen captured this one. This is G5 doing the winter interview. Artosis by the lamp behind eating a pizza.
Feeding tasteless.
And you could just caption like WCG 2005 through 10 or something like that.
All right, so game 2 happened, and that was just a very nicely macroed game, a nice pick off on the third base. Tell me a little bit about that little push timing.
Sure.
Get in there, Dan.
No, I mean, everything went to plan.
Dan,
Come on.
we want to do a simultaneous winners and losers
there you
interview.
go.
Winner
This
and
is
loser
gonna be
interview.
the first time. Like, and now we should be like, ask each other questions. Like, that's the way the show should work now.
I was so happy when you said hot dog, though, Dan.
Yeah.
I just told
That's
that
why
story.
I wanted you on the couch, man.
I just
I
told
know
that
about
story.
that.
You know, despite the fact that you lost, Dan, it was a good series. The length was around 50 SKUs. It was a good series.
Yeah.
And I wanna ask you, Dan, what went through your mind when the first bulldog happened? Because we had a shot of about the bridge of your nose down to your mouth.
So what did I look like?
You went
Kind of this.
Well, I was surprised, like, because it's just what he does, so it's
Yeah.
like too predictable, and I like wasn't quite ready. But then, like, I felt like he had like 3 less units than he normally has with it.
Yeah, because you went 2-gate bulldog.
Yeah.
Like
Dan, game 1, he had a secret base the whole time.
the bottom right.
Yeah.
See, he LZ gamered me, man. Like, why would I scout there?
LZ Gamer is to take one of the bases on your side.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
your third or fourth.
Like
Yeah.
expands to your natural. It's like he'll
I think that's the
never
only
see
base
it
I
here.
didn't scout actually. Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
It was literally the only
You
one.
scouted the
I was
natural
surprised
at
at
that
the
base
end.
later.
I thought I could actually just kill his interceptors at the end and win, and then I found that base, and I was like, I guess that's it.
Yeah. It was good games, though. They
Yeah,
played up.
yeah,
You didn't even see carries. You just did the right timing for Goliath, right? About when they were coming
I
up.
mean, I scanned them at some point. Like I scanned the Stargates at some point, but no, he made enough units that I kind of had an idea
Yeah.
that he couldn't have carriers yet.
Eat the whole pizza, please. Oh my God, he did it.
Oh my God.
That's not what I meant, but okay.
Dan. Dan.
Jeez.
I've never seen that much pizza come out of a man before.
So
Oh.
It was great. Good series. So now you will play
Legionnaire.
Legionnaire.
Yeah.
An easier Protoss.
And you will play Rhett.
I don't know. Legionnaire like always beats me. He's like,
Red always beats me.
yeah. Legionnaire for me has always been like a tough matchup. I don't know if he told the story about the time he beat me with one hand while he was up here.
What?
Well, to be fair, it was a DT drop, but still.
But
Yeah.
still,
Yeah.
when did he beat you?
We were practicing for like WCG way long ago, like 2004 or 5 or
Jeez.
something, and he DT dropped me. And then after the game, he was really mean. He's like,
Hey,
I was playing with one hand.
I only had one hand, mate.
Yeah.
Well, back then he was one of the absolute best.
Yeah.
He really was. Yeah. Yeah. It should be fun.
Yeah, man.
So you're just gonna die to red, or you think you got a chance? What do you
I'll probably just die.
How do you like PvZ right now?
Yeah.
I don't. I've never liked PvZ. It was
What's-
always my worst matchup. in
What's
Red.
so bad about PvZ?
Switch to Zerg at the last second. Rhett won't expect that. And his ZDZ is not special at all. He's like,
Oh!
I've always been too slow for PvZ. Like PvT has more of a rhythm to it, in the way the kind of what you have to do. There's kind of like a rhythm to it where PvZ is just more chaotic, and I lose track of everything that's going on. And you know, Rhett's always just so solid. He was by far the best foreigner. He was the best foreigner. He reached like the highest skill level of any foreigner, only comparable to Hydra, in my opinion.
Noni,
So-
man. Noni.
Oh.
Noni was up there.
Noni, when he
And
won.
And people
he won
forget
WCG
Cloud,
without
man.
dropping a single map. He didn't drop one map when he won.
Won what?
Noni. WCG.
WCG? I took a map off him.
The year he won?
He didn't even.
He beat me. In
Oh, you know what I'm
he beat
confusing
me in
with?
the
No.
finals.
That was
Hang
the
on,
disconnect, right?
I got the best segue ever.
Yeah.
It was actually Idra that dropped only one map when he won.
Yeah. To you.
Yeah.
Oh, I seem to
Nice.
recall that. You did like a Zergling rush or something.
4 pools sunken crawl.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Calling
right.
it.
I didn't get to
On the
play
map
him.
that had the little
Yeah.
patch of creep in front
Yes,
of your base.
yes,
Oh,
yes.
Coliseum.
Yeah. It's so
that
funny.
was so. That's
And Greg
sounded
GG'd, by the way. Because he was just dominating everybody. So he was like, yeah, good game, man.
That's
I
one of
was
the only GGs in years.
like, What?
That's one of the only GGs.
It was. Because he was head and shoulders better than everybody. So he was like, yeah, I can do that. That's fine. Good game. Well played. Really good strat, Jeff. I was like, okay, great.
Well, with that, we're going to go ahead and get ready for our next match, which I have no idea. What are we doing next? What are the
Legionnaire
rules?
versus me.
We get more Artosis. We get more Legionnaire. And we'll be back very quickly. So let's do a 4-minute and 23-second break. 4-minute and 23-second. Let's go ahead and get that up.
It's very exact.
Let's get that started. Yeah, I need about exactly 4 minutes and 23 seconds to just kind of recoup.
It's a pretty
Fair
quick
enough.
poop.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
He needs to re-poop.
Ready, set, break.